Hello everyone, my name is Michael K and welcome to a replica airguns video. Not a gun video this time. As you know, I use a lot of cameras, different camera angles. I wear them on my head, I put them on my gun. I have them situated close, near, far, all over the place. I try to vary it up and give you different angles so you can see, what's happening from different perspectives. And obviously one of the more popular things nowadays is using point of view cameras. So, I mean, they would be like hero cameras or whatever you want to call them. There's so many people now making these things. And then there's these other point of view cameras called camera glasses or glass cameras or whatever you want to call it. Google has their Google Glass. That's more of a techie sort of search the web, access Google thing. Kind of a super high-end, sort of expensive product. But what I'm looking at here, what we're looking at here today, are some really good quality, high quality camera glasses. And I get asked a lot about these guys because people see me wearing them and then they see the video and they say, "What are you wearing? A camera on your head? Where is it?" Right? Well, it's right there. You see it in the middle. Right in the middle, so you get a nice point of view from dead center. Now these guys aren't super wide angle. That's really the only, I guess it could be a con, it could be a pro, depends on how you look at it. Sometimes I wish I had a wider angle and sometimes it's great that it's a little closer in. Just depends on what I'm doing. But they're not super wide angle. They're fairly good. I think they're like 100 or 110 or something like that. And maybe 130, I'm not sure. You can check the specs out. And these guys are, I'm trying to remember what the name of them are. Let me just double check before I get too started in here. Sorry, I kind of forgot the name. They're the Recon versions. Now, PivotHead, which is the name of the company who makes these guys. Right, there's their logo. They make, I think, 4 or 5 different types of glasses and camera glasses and different types of frame styles and different, sort of situations, what you'd use them for, looks and things like that. But they all use the same technology as far as I know inside. And so they offer you, this one here offers you 1080p, 30 frames per second, 720p at, I believe, 30 and 60, and I can't remember, there's another format too possibly, but I really only use the 1080p. They come with these nice cases here. So there's PivotHead, really high quality. Now these are like $300 glasses. They're not cheap, right? They're not cheap. They even come with this really cool cleaning rag. So someone from their graphics department's pretty talented. That looks pretty cool. And they come with different lenses. I'm going to show you the lenses. These are the polarized, sort of gray with a bit of a mirror on them, but not heavily mirrored. Okay, I'm going to show you something. This is kind of cool. These are a little dirty, but here's the clear. And these are polycarbonate lenses, so they're designed to take a beating. They're good for shooting. You can use them with with firearms, real firearms too. And I want to show you something. This is kind of cool. You can see that little scratch on the bottom there. So you can scratch them. That was when I shot my shotgun. I have a shotgun and I had it a little too close to my face and it came up and it went boom right into the lens there, scratched it up. So you can scratch them, but that would have been my cheek or my lower eyelid or something like that, something probably a lot more painful than that. So saved me there already once. Put that away. Again, you can wear it a couple different ways, I guess. Got this, you can put it on a belt. Nice, really nice case, by the way. So these lenses pop out fairly easy. I'm not going to do it. This isn't like a crazy on full review. I just want to show you what I'm using. One of the things. There's your USB port. You turn them on with this button here. And then these buttons allow you to cycle through some of the features and things, as well as, I believe, you've got your front one is for video, back one is for photo. Now in terms of setting up the quality, you kind of do it through software. And you would go and plug them into your computer, and then from there there's like a control panel that you open up, and that control panel allows you to access the different formats and settings, right? Because there's all sorts of different settings. There's even settings for if you want it to be autofocus. So there's actually a little motor inside there that'll autofocus, fixed focus. There's different fixed focus focal lengths. There's like preset focus. So I've got mine set, and I find it works best. Whereas when the camera turns on, I put my hand, if I want to do close stuff, I'll be close to the product that I want to shoot and it locks in close. If I want to shoot stuff further out, I make sure that when I start the camera up or turn it on, I'm in a situation where it's looking further out and then it sets that focus point there. Because I found that when I set it different ways, it was moving around too much, going in and out of focus, and so that works best for me. Alright, again, very, very cool glasses, very high quality. The microphone is really good quality, the video is really good quality. one of the best. I mean, I looked around, I tried some other pairs, I had to take some back. When I got these, I was like very, very happy with them.
Whistler, this is the downhill area. Take your ski lift up, and then you'd ride down this crazy nonsense here. Nice. Yeah, this is the village. Beautiful day today. To the pan. And we got the bikers there.
Couldn't have timed this vacation
Yeah, this is great.
any better, right?
And then we got the lift there. See if we can find some people coming down. Crazy guys. Some of these guys get huge air. Here comes Buddy Steve over here. Oh, here comes somebody. Gonna take a jump here. Look at this. Here we go. Oh yeah.
Oh, we did that wrong.
Yeah, I kind of landed a little high.
No, we landed on the back tire.
Yeah. Cool though.
I would do that one. That sounds great.
So what else have I been using similarly? You may have seen these in a few videos. I haven't really used them too much. Again, camera in the middle. These are my LIC. So I forget what it stands for. Liquid Image, I believe, is the name of the company. And they make goggle cameras and things like that. And I use these when I'm quadding because you need sort of goggles, right? And these again they'll do 1080p and they'll do 720p and all that, but they're not quite as good. The audio is really good on them, but the video is not quite as good as these guys. A little wider angle, but the quality again, colors and everything and clarity is much better with the PivotHead. Still, these are great. They're great for what they do. Another point of view camera that I use fairly often and pretty much in a lot of videos, and I'll use it for when I'm wanting to get a wide angle field of view. These guys right here, I'll just turn it on real quick. And these are my Sony, you can see here, HDR AS15. It's actually in a case, but there's the camera, very small, point of view camera like a hero. And I've put it in this case here so that I can use it like a still camera, like a video camera. And you can see it's super wide angle. I can flip it around. You can see me here wearing my tank top. Sorry guys. Usually you don't see me when I'm making these videos, so I don't really care what I'm wearing. Anyways, it's going to pop off in a second. But this case is cool because I can use it like a video camera and get super wide angle. And this one again, 1080p, 720p, all of that stuff. Lots of different things. I really like this camera. Sony makes obviously really high quality lenses and cameras, so they do a good job with that as well. Alright, getting back to my PivotHead, don't know what else to say. The only thing I would like is maybe a way to go wider angle for some situations. That said, I probably prefer the narrower field of view for most situations that I do, because you know I'm trying to shoot stuff, and if it was wider than it is, then I'd just be cutting all that extra footage out of my video anyway, so it's probably best for me to have them like this. Alright, thanks for watching another Replica Airguns video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. The username is Replica Airguns, and come on down to our Replica Airguns website at replicaairguns.com, where we have our Canada and US stores where we carry air guns, BB guns, blank guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, knives, and other accessories. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.